Hi everybody, I'm back. Miss Penny here with Marengo-Union Library, and we are here and we're going to make a bee craft. So along with the bee craft, you know me, we get to learn about a little bit about bees as well. So this month we have Honeybee Awareness Day. Hopefully some of you guys learned in the pollination STEAM craft that honeybees are super important to our world. So you're also going to learn a few more things about actual honeybees with this craft. Fun things, fun things. It's okay. You're good. There's actually a couple quotes that I'm going to tell you right now. So I thought they were really awesome quotes. So I'm just going to say them really quick. One of them is somebody you know, I hope, Abraham Lincoln. So he said, if you want to gather honey, don't kick the beehive. Makes sense, right? It's very true. And if you do kick the beehive, be prepared to be hurting a little bit, because those bees are going to protect their beehive because they have Miss Queen Bee in there. This one is unknown. This quote, it says, no bees, no honey, no work, no money. Unknown, we don't know who wrote that one. And then the last one, because this is a library and I like the way that this goes together with the library, books and bees. Okay, so handle a book as a bee does a flower. Extract its sweetness, but do not damage it. That was said by John Muir. I love that one because it's true. Bees go from flower to flower and they don't damage them, but they take something from them, but they always leave something behind as well. And when we read a book, we don't necessarily leave something behind, but we do take something from it, and we should never damage a book. Books are so important, and we can pass them on to other people. So we read it, and another person can then read it, and we can learn so much from books, just like bees. They don't really learn anything, I guess, from flowers, but anyway, those were a few quotes I wanted to share with you. So now let's get on with our craft, the fun part, right? All right, so we're making a Bobble Beehive craft. It is going to be something like this when you're finished. All the directions are here. You can do it by yourself. You can have a big person help you, totally fine. All the stuff will be in your kit. You're gonna have this blue piece of paper along with all the other stuff in there that we will see as we go along. I'm also going to include a little bookmark in there, a little bee bookmark, because why not? It's cute. You should read books carefully without damaging them, and then if you don't finish it, you put this where you left off and it'll save the page for you. So you'll have that in there. Here's the fun info, just a few things. So this kind of tells you the different types of bees that there are, because not all the bees in the hive are the same exact kind. There are different kinds. So this explains that a little bit, and then kind of gives you a little bit of fun facts that maybe you didn't know. Also on the last page, ooh, look at that. Kind of shows you the different kinds of flying insects, scary, stingy insects that there are, so that maybe you can tell the difference between bees, wasps, hornets, and all those types of flying things. And then maybe you won't be so scared of honeybees that really aren't out to sting you, okay? And then just some cute little worksheets that kind of show you a little bit about bees, again, right? Because that's what we're here for. Okay, so that's that stuff, as you're probably thinking boring stuff, but really bees are interesting. And as I said in the pollination video, they're super important to our world, and we'll have a hard time living if bees go distinct. So distinct means that they would leave our planet. They would be gone. They would all die off. We need them, so it's important. Okay, next thing, in your kit, you will have this beehive paper. Okay, then you're going to have a paper that has 2 little bees on it. For your craft, you're going to have just a plain green piece of paper, and you're going to have some yellow strips of paper. Okay, you're going to have Q-tips, and a rubber band, and yellow and orange paint. Okay, and then a paper plate to put those on. Oh, excuse me, I dropped it. There's one of the little bees. So the reason I didn't show you the bees is because I actually colored and cut one out ahead of time so that we didn't spend an hour on our video. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to want you to do is go ahead and take your Q-tips, all of them, just kind of bunch them together. Okay, just like that. Just bunch them together so that they're all nice and even. Okay, take your rubber band and secure them. We have just made ourselves kind of like a paintbrush, but we're not going to actually like paint with it. We're going to dot with it. We're going to make our beehive. Okay. Then, yep, there's more right there. Good. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're not going to cut out your beehive yet. I did because I wanted to get this video not long, okay? But before you cut out your beehive, okay, you are going to put your paint onto the paper plate. All right, now it's your choice if you want to mix these colors together a little bit or keep them separate, or mix some but keep some separate to make the colors on your beehive. Actually, before I do that as well, I am going to, also you're going to need glue, scissors, markers. Sorry, I did not say that ahead of time. Or crayons, colored pencils. Before I begin painting, I'm actually going to color in the whole of the beehive. You do not have to do that. Totally up to you. I am. All right. And I totally went a little sloppy here. So, but that's okay because I'm sure their holes aren't completely even, right? All right, sorry, now we've got the hole covered. We've got the paint on the plate. I'm just gonna use the Q-tip that's gonna mix up my colors, but you're just gonna dip it into the paint of your choice, whatever colors you do, just dip it and then just kind of dot it around, okay? And then, you know, okay, if you're mixing it up, the reason we mix it up a little bit, if you choose to, is just kind of, you know, gives your hive a little bit more of a golden color. So you're just gonna cover your hive, okay? So that your hive is yellowish, goldish, you know. Beehives are yellowish, goldish because why? Honey. Honey is that color, right? So I'm not going to do the whole thing because it'll take too long, but that is the idea, okay? So I just mixed a little bit and then I used a little bit. So you could do it however you want though. If you want it all to be yellow or all orange, go for it. It is your hive, all right? So we're going to take this now. Now, once you have done this, which has not been cut out yet, unless you want to cut it out first, I guess you could do that too. But you are going to take this now and put it aside to dry because it'll be easier if it's dry. If you cut it out ahead of time, I suppose, well, you're still going to want to put it aside to dry. But I'm going to work with it wet, which you may be able to if you cut it out ahead of time. Okay, so that's finished. Now we're going to take a look at the two bees on the paper. There are two different kinds of bees. You can use them both. You can use one. You can do whatever you want, okay? I'm going to use one. If I were making this craft for real, I'd probably use both. So I had already cut this one out and colored it so that we were prepared ahead of time, okay? So all you're going to do is color your bee, color the paper. If you're using them both, color them both, cut them out. There we go. All right, and then those are going to be ready to go. Then we are going to start getting our paper, this paper ready. So make sure that this is set. In your kit comes in this nice brown paper bag, right? Usually if it has paint, it usually comes in a bag like this. I want you to use this bag, okay? Unless you have brown paper, if you'd rather use that, that's totally fine. Or if you want to draw it, you can draw it. We're going to be making a tree branch. I'm not going to use this bag because it's a brand new bag and I don't need to. I had brown scrap paper, so I'm just going to use that. All I want you to do is tear your brown bag, or if you're using paper, or if you're going to draw, that's totally fine too. You want it to look like a tree branch as much as possible, okay? That's all we're doing. You're just making a tree branch out of the brown bag. We're recycling, guys. We're using what we have. The brown bag should be enough Should be, guys, if there's more than one in your family, okay? So let's share, please. All right, so I have my ripped tree branches, kinda, all right? So I'm gonna take the glue, and a glue stick will work just fine for this project too, okay? I'm going to take my glue and I'm gonna put the tree branch kind of towards the top, not totally at the top, but pretty much towards the top, okay? We'll put our tree branch up here. There we go. And I made a couple tree branches. You can make however many. I guess I kind of wanted to make it kind of go off. I guess I don't need it that big either. All right, so we'll kind of make the branch kind of, oops, I got some glue on there. I'm gonna need to wipe that off when I clean up when I'm finished, because we always do that, right? We always clean up, yes. Super important, super helpful. There we go, my tree branch is up there. Next, I want to take this green paper and whatever you're using to draw with, just draw some shapes of leaves, or draw them, whatever you want to do. So we're just gonna draw, I'm just gonna draw a couple. I'm just gonna draw one, and then if you fold your paper up like this, you will actually be able to cut two. So that's it. I'm gonna just draw two. And I was not very careful with my scissors. Be careful with your scissors, please, okay? Not like I just was. All right, so you're gonna draw the leaves, cut the leaves out. You can draw as many leaves as you want. If you have more green paper and you wanna cut more leaves, go for it. If you wanna go outside and collect real leaves, go for it, all right? And you're just gonna take your leaves and attach them somewhere on your tree branch, wherever you want to kind of attach them on, okay? There we go. Perfect. That's that part. Now, if you waited until this is dry, go ahead and grab it. If you didn't, go ahead and grab it. Now we're going to attach our beehive. You just want to attach it to the tree so it's kind of like it's hanging, all right? So we're going to add a bunch of glue, all right? And stick it on there just right at the bottom of the branch, just so it looks like it's hanging from the tree. There we go. And the reason it would probably be better if it were dry is because then I'd be able to push it down better, because if I painted this fully like you're kind of supposed to, I would be getting my hands all full of paint at the moment. All right, that part complete. We are almost finished, everybody. We're almost finished. Next thing I would like you to do is take your yellow strip of paper and accordion fold it. Now, hopefully you know what that means. If not, ask a big person. If you have access to the internet, you could probably look it up, how to accordion fold, or come to the library and get a book that will teach you how to accordion fold. Also, lots of books on bees, lots. We even have them right out here on display, so feel free to come check some out. So accordion fold, take a little fold here and then fold it the opposite direction and the opposite direction again, and do that all the way until your entire paper is folded. I am not doing this perfect. You really don't have to, because we're not really gonna see this necessarily. If you're wanting it to be perfect, go ahead, make it perfect. But it doesn't have to be, okay? So we have this accordion folded. You are going to take your glue, pick one end of your accordion fold, either this end or this end, doesn't matter which. Put some glue on it. Decide where you want your bee on your paper. It can be here, 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 on the hive, anywhere you want. I will put mine here, I think, right smack there, okay, whoop. So you're gonna put that there, then you're gonna take your bee and you're gonna put glue on the other end of the accordion folded paper now. Whoop, there we go. And put your bee onto that. And now you have a bobbly bee. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Isn't that neat? He's a little super bobbly. So even if you wanted to make it a smaller bobble, you could, but that is so cool. And if you do your other bee, you can pick another spot to put your other bee. And And if you're a good drawer, or even if you're not, doesn't matter, you can draw bees, draw a bunch of more bees if you want. And you can also add stuff to this if you want to add more leaves or add cherries to the tree or apples. Add grass down at the bottom, whatever you want. You want to put a butterfly in the picture or a caterpillar? Perfect. Go for it. This is our craft. It's a bobbly beehive craft. I think it's so cool. Your bee will bobble and fly around and make honey. You guys have fun. I hope you learned a lot about bees. I hope you learn what a honeybee looks like so that you don't have to be afraid of them. And I hope that you have learned some ways, and if you haven't, please check out some books, some ways to help save the bees, because they are slowly disappearing and we need them. So come on in, check out some books, do your craft, and have fun. Oh, wait, clean up. Always clean up. Super important. Shouldn't be hard to clean. You have some glue, some markers, some scissors, maybe some scraps, a little bit of scrap paper. So throw away what you need to throw away. If there's paint on the table, wipe it up. Put things back where they belong. And done. One more thing, sign your picture. Always, always. The artist always signs their work. Signed. And I'll even put the year. Ooh, I poked myself instead of, there we go. The end. Enjoy. I can't wait to see what your guys' look like and display these in your house, guys, because these are really cute. Have fun. Bye, everybody.